Stop scrolling. I need you to picture this with me. It's a Tuesday morning, 6:14 a.m. No alarm dragged you out of bed. You just wake up naturally. You pad down to the kitchen, brew a cup of coffee, and sit by the window. The neighborhood is quiet. The world hasn't started rushing yet. Then your phone buzzes. It's not your boss. It's not a bill. It's not a news alert screaming at you. It's a deposit notification sitting quietly in your brokerage app. $41 just landed in your account. While you slept, you didn't earn that money by sitting in traffic. You didn't earn it grinding through a weekend side hustle. You didn't earn it by sitting in a meeting that should have been an email. You earned it by simply owning something. And while you were unconscious, it paid you anyway. That is the power of dividend investing. And today, I am going to walk you through the exact mathematical and psychological journey from your very first $10,000 all the way to $1.5 million and show you every single milestone of freedom along the way. But here's what I really need you to pay attention to. Somewhere in the middle of this video, I am going to expose the single most dangerous trap that wipes out amateur investors, people who are doing almost everything right, and destroys years of their progress in a matter of months. And then, toward the end, I am going to reveal a massive tax secret at the $1 million mark that completely changes the retirement math. Most people have never heard this. And once you do, you will never look at a salary the same way again. Stay with me all the way through. You do not want to tap out early on this one. I am the Wealth Guardian, and the mission of this channel is simple: to protect your wealth through education. We bridge the gap between complex financial concepts and the practical, real-world strategies that actually build lasting freedom. If you are serious about keeping what you've worked so hard to build, do me a favor right now. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. It genuinely helps this content reach more people who need to hear it. Now let's get into it. The journey starts small, and I mean small. You are 26 years old. You have been saving aggressively for 2 years straight. You skipped the phone upgrades. You drove the older car. You cooked at home on Friday nights when everyone else was out dropping $80 on dinner and drinks. They'll forget by Sunday. And after all that discipline, all that grinding and saying no, you finally have $10,000 sitting in your brokerage account. Now, most people at this point do one of two things. They leave it sitting in cash and feel good about themselves, or they spend it on something they don't need: a watch, a trip, a flex to post online. But you do something different. You open your brokerage app and you buy a dividend ETF. Something boring. Something that nobody at a dinner party will get excited about. Something yielding around 4%. That $10,000 now pays you $400 a year. A coworker glances at your screen and laughs. $400? That's just a nice dinner out, bro. And here's the thing. He's not wrong about the number. He is completely wrong about what it means. That $400 covers your Netflix, your Spotify, and your monthly phone bill for an entire year. But more importantly, and this is the part most people miss entirely, this is the first dollar in your life that was never traded for your time. Every other dollar you have ever made came from sitting in traffic to get somewhere, sitting at a desk, doing work for someone else's dream, or sitting in meetings you didn't need to be in. This money, you slept, and it paid you anyway. So what do you do with that $400? You do not spend it. You click the button that says reinvest dividends. You watch your share count tick up by a tiny, almost invisible amount. And in that moment, that quiet, undramatic moment, something shifts inside you. You realize you are no longer just playing the game everyone else is playing. You are building a second engine, quietly, in the background, while the rest of the world keeps trading every waking hour for a paycheck. That is the seed. Seeds take time, but they grow. Fast forward 3 years, you are 29. That same boring ETF now holds $50,000. It pays you $2,000 a year. $2,000. That covers your electric bill for all 12 months, your internet service, and a long weekend in Miami with money left over. And here is the mindset shift that starts to happen at this stage. Every time you flip a light switch, every time you charge your phone before bed, you begin to realize that someone else is paying for it. Not your boss, not a second job. Your shares are paying for it. That is a fundamentally different way to move through the world. You sit at a family dinner around this time. A relative, someone you genuinely love, starts talking about the new BMW he just leased. $900 a month. He is proud of it. And you sit there quietly eating your food and you say absolutely nothing because you have learned something important. The people who are truly building wealth rarely feel the need to announce it. And hey, right here, right now, if this breakdown is hitting home for you, do me a quick favor and drop a like on this video. It takes 1 second and it helps this channel more than most people realize. I genuinely appreciate every single one of you watching. Now, I want to ask you a direct question. Drop it in the comments right now. What is the first bill you want your dividends to completely cover? For me, it was groceries. The moment I realized my portfolio was paying for my food, every egg, every bag of coffee, every loaf of bread, something clicked permanently. Tell me yours below, because by age 32, you cross $100,000. The portfolio now throws off $4,000 a year. Every item in your grocery cart covered by money you did not have to work for that week. That is not a small thing. That is a fundamental shift in how you experience everyday life. Right around the time you hit $100,000, you will face your biggest test as an investor. And I'm not talking about a market crash. I'm talking about a text message. A friend, let's call him Marcus, texts you out of nowhere. He is fired up. He found a stock yielding 12%. He does the math for you right there in the message. Bro, if you throw your 100 grand in this, you're making 12,000 a year. That's life-changing. You pull up the chart. The yield is technically real, but the stock price has collapsed 40% over the past 2 years. The only reason that yield looks so enormous is because the price of the stock has fallen off a cliff. And when the price craters, the yield percentage inflates artificially. It is not a gift. It is a warning sign wearing a very convincing costume. This is what professional investors call a yield trap. The company is often paying that dividend out of debt, out of depleted reserves, or out of sheer desperation to keep shareholders from fleeing. It is not sustainable. And here is exactly how it plays out. Marcus buys $10,000 of it. He texts you about it every week for 2 months. Then 6 months later, the dividend gets cut in half. The stock drops another 30%. And Marcus stops bringing it up entirely. The rule is simple. If the yield looks too good to be true, it is. A 12% yield is not an opportunity. It is a distress signal. The patient, boring, consistent 4% will outlast the flashy 12% every single time because it is built on a foundation that can actually hold weight. Do not let a shiny number cost you years of hard-earned progress. Write that down. By age 38, your patience pays off in a real, tangible, life-changing way. You cross $500,000 at a 4% yield That portfolio is now paying you $20,000 a year. $20,000. In most parts of America, that covers rent, groceries, gas, utilities, and internet. It is, as I like to say, the basic shape of a life. You are not flying private, but you will never be desperate. You will never be cornered. You will never be one bad month away from panic. This number gives you something that money genuinely cannot buy in any other way. It gives you optionality. When your boss asks you to stay late on a Friday evening, you might still say yes, but that yes is now a choice, not a reflex. $500,000 quietly purchases the most expensive word in the English language, the word no. Now, let's talk about the secret I promised you at the very beginning of this video. By age 41, you have crossed $1 million. Your portfolio now pays you $40,000 a year in dividends. That is a full American salary, replaced forever. Here is what almost nobody talks about. If you sit down at a tax calculator right now and type in $40,000 in qualified dividends, as a single filer, your federal tax bill is zero. Nothing. The IRS takes absolutely nothing on qualified dividend income under approximately $47,000 to $50,000 for a single filer. Those thresholds adjust slightly year to year, so always verify the current figures with your CPA, but the principle is ironclad. Think about what that means. Your colleagues are losing 30 to 35 cents of every dollar they earn before the money even touches their bank account. You are keeping every single dollar your portfolio produces. That is not a loophole. That is the tax code working exactly as it was designed, rewarding long-term ownership over short-term labor income. $1 million does not buy a yacht. $1 million buys silence. The deep, settled, unshakable silence of knowing you do not need anyone's permission to live your life. Not your employers, not the government's, not your past's. By age 44, you reach $1.5 million. That portfolio quietly deposits $60,000 a year into your life, right in line with what research consistently shows the average American actually spends in retirement. Studies have found that Americans believe they need approximately $1.46 million to retire comfortably. You will read that headline over your morning coffee, glance at your balance, and smile quietly to yourself. You never touched the principal. You never sold a single share. You simply stayed patient when patience was hard. You let time and compounding do the heavy lifting that most people expect hustle to do alone. It all comes back to one decision. One decision you make or fail to make today. The decision to be patient when everyone around you is buying things they do not need to impress people they do not like. The decision to stop working endlessly for money and start teaching your money to work endlessly for you. You can reach this number. It is not reserved for people born into wealth. It is not reserved for the lucky ones who caught the right stock at the right time. It is built by ordinary people making consistent, boring, intelligent decisions over time. And when you finally get there, you will walk into work one morning, open your laptop, write one short email, tell your boss you are done, and hit send. And you will not feel nervous. You will not feel angry. You will just feel calm, quiet, sure. Because from that morning forward, you own your mornings, every single one of them, forever. Here is the bottom line. Most people will spend their entire lives working for money. You now know there is another way, a patient way, a quiet, compounding, unstoppable way. If this video gave you a clearer picture of what building real lasting wealth actually looks like, please subscribe to Wealth Guardian, hit that like button, and share this with one person in your life who needs to hear this message right now. It genuinely means everything to this channel, and it helps us keep putting out this content for free. I read every single comment, so drop yours below. Tell me where you are on this journey today. Let's build this community together. Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Stay consistent, stay patient, stay the course, and I will see you in the next one.